Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Danielle, just in case you didn't know. And today's video we're going to go through 10 things I want to learn in 2021. First off, I want to give a big shout out to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. Thank you, Skillshare, and I will have more on them a bit later in the video. A major thing that I would really like to learn and put some time into this year is learning a bit of coding. With my work doing Shopify websites for people, I generally can get away without doing any coding at all. Sometimes I have to look up like a little snippet of code, or I know how to like copy and paste and place code if they're very specific about where to put it. But I'd like to learn a little bit more about how to customize things, or like how to just tweak things a little bit. I don't want to go full into like learning code or anything like that. To be honest, I'm not sure my brain could really manage it, but I want to learn enough to level up my skills and my abilities for my Shopify clients. A huge thing that I really want to learn this year and have it help grow my business is I want to learn how to properly wholesale my products. Last year I got my first ever wholesale order, and to be honest, it was sort of like okay, I made the things, here's the things, and now I've never heard from them again, and that's fine. But up until that point, I never really thought about how I would wholesale things, the discount I would provide, how people would order things. So I would really like to learn more about wholesale, how I can wholesale my products, what I need to do to be successful at wholesale, and potentially like any marketplaces to get on to find wholesale clients, customers. I'm sure this is one that a lot of us would love to have mastered by now, but I've made it all the way to 33 years old, and I would really like to learn time management. At this moment in time, I feel like I'm sort of all over the place all the time, and I would like to get better at blocking out my days of like, I do sewing on these days, I do admin tasks on these days, and get it so that I'm in like one mindset for one day and another for another day, and just really manage my time better. Number 4 on my list is Instagram strategies for artists. This year, I'm trying to treat my maker business, Rebellious Clove, more like we see artists and illustrators doing, with regular shop updates, maybe once a month. I'm aiming for once a month, with product drops that are, you know, available, but once they sell out, they sell out. That's kind of how my products work now as it is, but I don't want to be doing like a little like, here's a few things every week. And I really just would like to learn from the pros on how they're growing their Instagram accounts, because mine has been sitting at just under 700 for my business, and I can't seem to grow it no matter what I do. So I would really like to learn some strategies for Instagram and how artists are doing it. Number 5 on my list is more leather making techniques, specifically making bags. Spoiler alert, I didn't get to design a new bag over my Christmas break because it turned out to not be a break. I ended up accepting a website client job, and so I couldn't spend the time on that. I ended up spending the time building a website for somebody. So I didn't get to design a new bag, but I would like to learn some more leather sewing techniques and expand on my knowledge, because sewing leather was never anything I was taught, and so I feel like I just don't know enough, and I want to be able to introduce things like pockets this year. Pockets sound pretty amazing, And if I won't buy pants with pockets and like without pockets, then I'm certainly not going to buy a bag without pockets. And I feel like it's something I need to add to my repertoire this year. All right, next on the list of things I would like to learn this year, and that is how to build systems in my business to be more efficient. As it stands right now, I have a few systems in place. For example, if I am making something, I'm cutting a lot of it. So when I make beanies, I cut all the knit that I have, and I cut as many beanies as I can, and then I sew them all at once. Or I sew as many as I can at once. And so it's a matter of like, that is sort of systematized, but I would like to get it so that I'm doing production on one day of the week. And obviously as I grow, it'll grow to more, but I would like to know like, okay, this day I'm sewing this day I'm making this, and do that until I really have things just like built up to the point where this is where I can hire somebody, or you know, all these things. And wishful thinking on my part, it won't be happening anytime this year, but I just want to build systems into my business the same way I would like to build systems into bringing on new clients for website and design and stuff, where I have like an intake form where they fill it out and I get all of their business information and just everything I need to know about them. And I would really like to just figure out how to do that for basically all three parts of my business. And YouTube, I just need to get better at batching stuff. It's hard to do when I'm vlogging, you can't really batch that, but if I'm going to be doing one vlog a week and then one sit down video a week, I can batch the sit down videos 2 or 3 at a time and edit them all in the same day so that they're uploaded, ready to go, and scheduled for when they're supposed to go up. This year, I want to grow my YouTube channel. Ideally, the big scary goal is to hit 50K by the end of the year. We're at 22K, which is huge. Thinking about 22,000 people in the same space is a lot of people. 22,000 people on a YouTube channel, not so many. At least in relation to, you know, the big ones, right? But I would really like to grow my channel, and so I would like to study some growth techniques for YouTube and maybe take in some more information, learn some more things about it, read a book, take a Skillshare class. I would really like to grow my channel and really just grow the amount of people who are hanging out here with us. Number 8. This is something that's been on my mind a lot, and I would really like to learn how to make my own blocks. So if you're not familiar with pattern making or sewing, blocks are basically the base pattern that you start off with that is a specific size, and you can make any pattern off of it, any sewing pattern. So I would like to make my own fitted specifically to my body, and they take a long time. There's a lot of measuring, and I've never done it before, and so I would like to make a set of blocks for myself, but I will have to learn how to do it. It was never something I was taught in fashion school. Fashion school was more about product production versus making items custom for people, because obviously that's not how most businesses work. They're not at like a couture or like one-of-a-kind level, and so the thing you'll most likely be working in is what they taught you. So number 9 is better blog post writing. I'm not so, how do I say this, confident, I guess, in my writing, and I do know that it helps with my YouTube growth and having people see videos to pair a video with a blog post. And I would like to put out 4 blog posts a month on my website, even going back to old videos and making blog posts for them. The problem is that I feel like what I'm writing is not interesting, and I would like to make it better and get better at writing for blog posts. I could probably write an essay perfectly grammatically correct and just like the way we learned in school, but blog post writing is very different, I feel, and I just want to get better and more confident at it. This is something I actually preach a lot to my maker friends and people who are having trouble keeping on top of content making, and I want to learn strategies to batch and repurpose content. I want to build in a system where when I'm making a video, especially like a fashion video or something to do with my business, that I can make a reel out of it as well at the same time. I'm not gonna do TikTok, but maybe I should. I don't know. I've been avoiding it. I want to be able to repurpose content so that it doesn't feel like I'm reinventing the wheel every time I go to make something. And so I feel like that is something that takes building habits and also just learning the steps that you need to build in and how ways that you can repurpose your content. Thinking about a video, it can be a blog post, it can be a reel, it can be an Instagram caption, it could be an IGTV, especially like older content. I could take that and upload it directly to Facebook or something like that. And I just want to basically create more of like a content machine without it being a content machine, you know? And this, because I am one person, is very hard to do, but also it takes time, and I think it will take a lot of like doing the steps and making a checklist of, did I do this? Did I make a reel? Did I get a Instagram photo? Did I write a caption? Did I write a blog post? Like, check all the things of like, have I used this content to its maximum capacity? And I think that will be something that will take time, but I'm hoping to get it perfected sometime this year. I want to say thank you again to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of inspiring classes for creative and curious people. Explore new skills, deepen existing passions, and get lost in creativity. Because Skillshare has so many different classes available, I thought it would be helpful if I listed off a few topics that might interest you. I have in my classes, like my saved classes, a whole list. So here are some of the ones I've recently saved. There is pattern making for beginners, how to draft a skirt block, right on topic with some of the things I want to learn this year. We have grading, pattern cutting and making. Again, something that I would like to refresh my skills on. Systems, onboarding, and workflow, creative entrepreneur strategies. Yes, please. Time management 101 for entrepreneurs and creatives. Does that sound familiar? Yes, it does. And remember last month when I recommended the product photography class? Another class that I would like to take on photography is called iPhone photography, how to shoot and edit conceptual photos on your phone. Again, I just want to level up my photography skills so I feel completely confident going into taking these product photos. And it doesn't have to be that I'm only taking photos of products. I want to take better outfit photos and make them more interesting and learn how to edit them properly. So this is one class that I'm going to be taking as well, that I've saved to my classes, and I'm excited to take it this month. Skillshare is curated specifically for learning, meaning there are no ads, and they're always launching new premium classes, so you can stay focused and follow wherever your creativity takes you. And it's less than $10 a month with an annual subscription. Skillshare, being the awesome people that they are, have provided a special link just for my subscribers. So the first 1,000 people who click the link in the description will get a free trial of premium membership, so you can explore your creativity too. Okay, I think I've talked long enough about what I plan to be learning this year. I think I'm gonna head out and maybe go take a Skillshare class. I have a whole bunch that I've already saved. Thank you again to Skillshare for sponsoring this video and our continued partnership. I can't wait to make more videos with you guys. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to this channel if you liked this video and want to see more from me. There will be lots more to come in 2021. I'm very excited, and thank you again. Bye!